Hey, I just wanted to show you the what I finally got working, which is the mission sequencer. Um, and this is kind of like I guess it would be our secret sauce, but this is basically it. It's just a text file, or rather, this is this is what the sequencer will open and read. And what this is saying is, um, go east until the eastern. These are east west coordinates right here, which is the x coordinate, and then you have your north south coordinates over here. East is positive, west is negative, north is positive direction, and south is in the negative direction. And so what this line says, well, first this number is just how many of these there are. So there's 10 commands or 10 sequences, and this says to go east until your eastern coordinate is greater than 1 because we're going positive. If you go west, it would say go west until your east-west coordinate is less than this value. So, uh-oh, no bueno, no bueno. Anyways, so yeah, it literally just follows these commands, and the way it does it is, I'll just show you, is it'll repeatedly make new navigation requests towards that general direction, and it's completely relying on the fact that all the sensors and uh, occupancy grids and maps are being created, and it's relying on the fact that the path generated will pull it towards the direction which is clear. You'll see. Or maybe you won't, you know. I mean, it's not always that easy. Orvis sucks, man. Why won't you work? Come on now. There we go. I have no idea why it does that. It does it every time though. Alright, so this is what we got here. You'll see that the map's not there. So first let me show you the ideal map, which is like, so I'm not running any of the CV stuff or my map server. This is just all being, this is all kind of ideal navigation testing. So this is the map which is generated, it's kind of weird to explain. I'll show you the ideal map. So this is the map that it extracts from Gazebo, and it literally will open so this ground texture right here is just a ping image. It'll just navigate to where I have it, and it will open it and apply the edge detection to create the kind of like an ideal output from our map server. And then further from that, what it does is, in this case, is it doesn't reveal it all at once. It only reveals what it can see. And the other big thing that I did is, if you see all these points right here, these are laser scan. This is the visualization of that. And so what I've done is in my map server, I added a thing which will, because right now, like, the CV output is output as the occupancy grid, which is the same resolution as this entire map. And it's like, I think we're at 4096 by 2048 right now. But it's a big thing to have to publish in order to refresh the CV detections. And so what I did is I wrote a thing which it basically will use this map, and it knows where the robot is. It will find the robot, and it will basically fake a laser scan using the map from the lane detection. So this is like detecting obstacles in the same way if a physical barrel was there and our LiDAR was to detect it. Um, it's coming through as the same. And it's actually really easy to multiplex this, which is the CV laser scan, with the actual real world laser scan. Because all you gotta do, I mean, well, you gotta make sure they have the same number of samples in a circle. But that's easy because you can just change the fake one to whatever the real one is, and then you just go through each angle slice and you say, okay, which one's the smallest? So you take the minimum of both of them as you go around, and so you can multiplex laser scans really easily. And beyond that, I mean, these navigate like the native navigation stack really likes laser scans. So now our the lane detections will come through as if it was like a physical 3D object getting scanned, which is just helpful. And we'll run this mission. I'll show you how it works. So right now what it does when with the action of like going east, that means that it will place a position target for the navigation system that is, I think, well, I got a standard distance. It's kind of like casting like a fishing line. So it will start here, and then I think it'll go like, I think 6 meters above that. And then, but the thing is, like, if it's trying to go east, which I know it should be north, but it's actually east. I know it sucks, but like, this is east. And what it would do is it would set a goal like 6 meters ahead. And so it wouldn't go through this stuff. Of course, it would plan a path around this, and then it would get right here. And the thing is, like, as soon as the east-west coordinate goes 3 meters, you remember it cast at 6, and then whenever this gets 3 meters, it'll do it again. And then whenever it does it again, it will use its current position. So let's just run the controller. So we'll see this green dot's where it's got to get to. So as soon as it crosses that, bam, it'll create. So now we're on this right here. We're headed north, and it'll head north until it gets to, or its northern coordinates will get to 12. And you'll see the map fill in as it goes. And whenever it makes it halfway in between the yellow point and the arrow will update. Well, it's either, if that happens, then it'll update, but if it gets to this green ball first, it'll always update, because that's where it's trying to get to in the first place. Now in this test, we're starting from the origins just because it makes the simulation a lot easier, but in the real world, we would be starting from, I believe it's over here, and like making a circuit. But I believe I got this one set. So right now it's headed west to this green dot. So yeah, it just goes like 1 meter north, 13 meters this way, a little bit south. And so like these aren't a whole lot of measurements to take, and at each row there's only one, so like there's always like gonna be a zero value. So north south you're always gonna have that be 0, and then east to west, you know, the other way around. So these are single distance measurements, so it's not too bad really. And I'll get in between these 2 points and it'll create a new path. Or it should. Oh no, because that was one of the end nodes. And it's kind of slow because this is like straining the hell out of my, it's really straining my laptop. I mean, it's not the fastest in the world. Um, and it can be tuned to actually turn it way down because uh, it was getting stuck because I had it going too fast earlier. But it can go probably easily twice as fast as this. So now we just switched to going east again. So now we went north to 20, is here. Now we're headed east 12, which is, right now we're like negative 12. So we get to 12, we get across the midpoint all the way up here. And so that's kind of how it works. You just have these like straight line measurements, which are like this way, and then it just kind of makes, it just kind of, don't you hit that line, boy. Don't you hit that line. Uh-uh. What are you doing, homie? Back up. Back up. That's right. Jeez, man. You gotta turn the radius down or else it'll, you know, it's gotta be conservative enough so you don't hit these lanes, but, I mean, there's like, you can see this square as our footprint. There's just, I mean, this, these regions is where like we're allowed, this blue region. And so there's really not a whole lot of configuration. So it will freak you out. And I think that's what's happened. I'm not sure if it's gonna recover. It should. Well, it selected a better point. I got it set so if it fails to find a path, it'll just select a closer randomly better point, sort of thing. And now I'm stuck. Yeah, I don't know what to do about this. Whenever it gets stuck like that, I mean, I don't really know of how. I mean, I do know of a way to do something, and I'll figure it out. But yeah, I mean, if any one of these little sharp corners gets caught in these lightsaber-looking regions, it's bad. It's no bueno. It's not good. But you see, like it's just going north or east in this case. It's just not dumb when it goes east. It kind of goes, you know, whatever. And then when it gets halfway between there, it should find a new point, which actually should be over here to the left, right? Or supposed to be. It's a little strained. It's a little slow, and you'll see here. I mean, this is impossible to get to, and this is the thing I struggle with the most. With this ideal map, you see how it's bounded. So whenever situations like that would occur, it would always fail. It would always fail. It would always fail. And so under the ideal map, if you think about it, there's only a few different places you can select. So it's actually really helpful, even if you know your map, to just leave a slit right here, just so it can kind of make its way in that direction. Oh, I'm going around an obstacle now. And I mean, it does really good about not hitting the lanes. Um, like this lightsaber region is like very conservative for the size of our robot. Um, and man, it's not all that fast, but I really don't know um, how to make it much faster. Because right now, you can see how it's mapped out this half as it's made its way. And this is this is like super duper ideals because like the position is perfectly well known and the map is perfectly well known. So your mileage may vary, but I do trust my map server to um, I mean not just I mean like it'll work. Like I feel like it will work. I just don't think that this tablet I have here is powerful enough. Um, it'll help to not have to run the simulation and everything, but still. Right now we're coming in third place. If it goes like last year, this is really slow. I do hope I can speed this guy up. See, like that would have crashed. That would completely crashed my last, back when I was using the ideal map. And if you let it go all the way around, it'll loop through the sequences again, and it'll have a really hard time because it'll get like right here, and then it'll place a point right here. Yeah, and so like it'll just have a hard time. So it really helps to just like cut a slit, and just it helps for it to have a way for the path planner to successfully return with the path because if it doesn't successfully return with the path, it will take forever. Can't make that? I don't think it can make that. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's doing pretty good about like not taking crazy turns, but there's actually I put a corner or a barrel right down here in the corner that's very tempting for it to try to like squeeze through. Don't do it. Better not do it. You're gonna touch. You're gonna touch it. Don't do it. Boy, that's right. You back up. Oh man, dude, like tuning this thing is like it's a lot of fun. You better back up. What are you doing? Uh-oh. Oh, see what happened? We don't fell off in the lightsaber zone. Darn. Twice. It happened twice. It's no bueno. Yeah, I definitely gotta get rid of these. They're called clearing rotation. It's a style of rotation recover. It's just a recovery maneuver thing. I gotta get rid of it though, because it really sucks. Mainly just because a skid steer robot does not want to do this. Well, now it's out. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. I just gotta figure it out. See, like right there, see how tight that is? There's just no space. But I mean, like, if I turn down the lightsaber region, then it's gonna touch the lines at certain points. Like, it's just a tight squeeze. That's all it is. I mean, I could turn the resolution up. Oh, this is the gap. This is the gap that it should decide to go through. And that I've been oh, boy. You'll get stuck. Come on. Oh god. I see green. I see green. Like, if this was a replay, it would the ref wouldn't call it. That's good. That's still a touchdown. Come on. What are you doing? Duh. Valid plan cannot be found even after executing all recovery behaviors. Bitch. Oh, see? Well, I mean, at least this goes to show. It wasn't done. It looked done. It looked really, really done, but it wasn't done. I tried to write the code in such a way as to where at least it wouldn't get just permanently stuck. It might come in absolute last place of everybody who finishes because of how long it takes, but it shouldn't double back on this path. I really tuned it so it shouldn't, and it may be really freaking slow. But I mean, all we gotta do if we make this first corner right here, like right here, then oh no, boy, then we're pretty much in third place from where everything was last year. We could have first place. We need a faster computer. We could have number one, Uno. We could be UAH number one. We just need a faster computer. This is not going to cut it because it's about to get back. It's about to do the auto course or the auto nav. I mean, yeah, I cheated twice. Still working on it, but like you're about to see some reasoning skills here because it just come up on something which it really didn't know about. See, it's not dumb. It knows where to go. It knows what it's doing. Come around. Going back. Look at that. It's going back home. It doesn't crash first. But yeah, so right now what we need more than anything is a powerful computer. I mean, and yeah, you know, I could write the code a little bit cleaner. I mean, there's just not a whole lot of room though. I mean, this stuff takes a lot of processing, and I just need a better computer than a fucking Surface. Oh wait, where's my mission complete guy? Yeah, that's the robot mission complete. Boy. Well, that's pretty much it. I mean, this is as far as I'm taking it because from here on out, I'm working on building the damn thing. Peace out.